Hello, my friend. Warm greetings to you, and thank you for joining me on this long, powerful, and deeply transformative journey into learning how to speak, write, and understand English easily, naturally, and confidently. I want you to settle into a comfortable place, take a slow breath, and allow yourself to relax as you listen. Because these next hours are designed to lift your confidence, reshape your mindset, and guide your English from struggle to flow. And I want to begin by saying this clearly. You are not alone. Millions of learners around the world wake up every day wanting to speak English, but feeling afraid that they will make a mistake, afraid their accent isn't good enough, afraid people will laugh, or afraid their grammar will sound wrong. They try to speak, but their voice becomes quiet. They try to write, but the words stop. They want to understand English conversations, but feel lost when listening. And maybe you know this feeling well. Maybe when someone speaks to you in English, your brain suddenly becomes blank, your heart speeds up, and you think, what is wrong with me? Why can't I speak? And yet the truth is simple and freeing. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing at all. You are not slow. You are not bad at languages. You are simply learning in a world that often teaches English the wrong way, through pressure, fear, and impossible expectations. And that ends today. Because English becomes easy when you learn it the natural way, the human way, the gentle way. Not by memorizing grammar rules you never use, not by forcing yourself to speak perfectly before you are ready. Not by comparing yourself to others. You learn English through exposure, repetition, simple sentences, and using English as part of your daily life. English is not a subject. English is a skill. And like every skill, learning guitar, cooking, driving, it becomes easier the more you do it. When you take away fear and replace it with curiosity, English flows. When you replace pressure with daily practice, English sticks. When you start thinking in English, even in small amounts, speaking becomes automatic. And I want you to imagine for a moment the countless learners across the world, sitting alone at night, frustrated after trying to study from heavy grammar books, tired of memorizing vocabulary lists that disappear the next day, worried that they will never be fluent. Some feel embarrassed speaking in front of friends or coworkers. Some feel too old to learn. Some feel they have no natural talent. And if you have felt the same, let me tell you this. Talent does not create fluency. Consistency does. And you, right now, listening to this long narration, have already shown consistency. You have already proven that you are serious about your growth, and that alone makes you more capable than you realize. So let the weight fall off your shoulders. Let your mind soften. Let English become simple. Let's begin with something powerful. Your daily routine. This is the heart of natural English learning. You wake up every morning, and the first thing you can do is use English in small, simple sentences. You don't need to speak loudly. You can speak in your mind or whisper. For example, I'm waking up now. I'm getting out of bed. I'm washing my face. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm getting dressed. These sentences might feel small, but they build fluency faster than advanced grammar because they train your brain to think in English. Thinking in English is the bridge to speaking English. And as you move through your day, you can continue. I am making breakfast. I am going to work. I am walking to school. I am waiting for the bus. Every action becomes an English moment. Every step becomes a lesson. Suddenly, English becomes part of your life instead of a difficult subject you only study when you have time. Most learners struggle because they only use English in study mode, and study mode is uncomfortable. But thinking mode is natural. When you think in English, even simple thoughts, your fluency grows quietly in the background without effort. And this is how true mastery begins. Now imagine arriving at work or school. Many learners feel nervous when someone might speak to them in English. But you can prepare yourself with simple, universal phrases that work everywhere, like, "Can you repeat that, please?" Or "Can you speak more slowly?" Or "I'm not sure I understand. Can you explain?" These sentences are not signs of weakness. They are signs of confidence. The ability to ask for clarity is a strength, not a weakness. It means you care. It means you want to understand. And the more you use small sentences, the easier it becomes to build longer ones. Let's talk about speaking. Most learners think they must speak fast to sound fluent. That is not true. Speaking slowly actually makes you sound clearer, calmer, and more confident. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is flow. And flow comes from comfort. You can speak slowly and still sound impressive because confidence is heard in your voice, not your speed. And your voice becomes confident when your mind feels safe. So allow yourself to speak slowly. Let the words come gently. Let the meaning matter more than the perfection. People will respect your clarity far more than your pace. Speaking slowly also gives your brain time to choose words correctly, reducing mistakes and reducing fear. And every conversation you have, even the small ones, is practice. You don't need deep topics. You can talk about your day, the weather, your work, your hobbies. English grows through simple topics. Now let's talk about writing. Many learners freeze when they need to write in English because they believe they must write long, perfect sentences. But writing becomes easy when you start small. Write a daily journal entry. Just 1 or 2 sentences. Today I learned something new. I want to improve my English. I went to work and it was a long day. Over time, your sentences will grow naturally. You will start adding details, and you will begin to see patterns, rhythm, and structure. Writing quietly organizes your speaking. Writing strengthens grammar silently. Writing frees your mind from confusion. Now let's talk about listening. Listening is one of the biggest challenges for learners because real spoken English feels fast. But your ears adapt with exposure, not with translation, not with struggle, with exposure. Watch videos in English, listen to songs, listen to conversations, listen to this narration. The more English your ears hear, the faster you understand. You don't need to understand everything. Understanding 40% is enough. Over time, you hear more and more, and suddenly real English becomes clear. Now let's go deeper into mindset. This is where the transformation happens. If you believe English is difficult, your brain resists it. But if you believe English is simple, your brain relaxes. If you believe mistakes are shameful, you will avoid speaking. But if you believe mistakes are steps, you will progress fast. If you believe you must sound perfect, you will stay silent. But if you believe communication matters more than perfection, you will speak confidently. Fluency begins with belief, not grammar. And now I want to take you through a visualization. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, not struggling, not hesitating, not doubting, but speaking English with ease. Imagine a friend asking you something in English and you respond clearly. Imagine writing a message in English and feeling proud. Imagine watching a movie and realizing you understood most of it. Imagine feeling free. This future exists. It is possible. And it begins with small habits, daily steps, and consistent exposure. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know every rule. You only have to keep going. Progress grows quietly. Fluency arrives slowly, then suddenly. And now, as we continue into this long narration, I want you to feel each word. Let it become part of your thinking. Let it sink deep into your memory. Let it shape your confidence. The more you listen, the stronger you become. The more you practice, the smoother your English flows. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Your journey is unfolding beautifully. You will learn how to face conversations with confidence. You will learn how to speak without fear. You will learn how to think in English so naturally that your native language no longer interrupts your sentences. And as this narration continues, you will feel the shift happening inside you. Your mind is adapting. Your fear is fading. Your confidence is rising. Every minute of this long session is building your fluency. So stay with me. Keep listening. Let this narration be your companion, your guide, your teacher. Let the rhythm of the words settle into your mind. Let the flow of English become natural to you. Your future self will look back on this moment with gratitude, because this is the moment your journey truly began. The moment you chose growth. The moment you chose courage. The moment you chose to master English, step by step, breath by breath, sentence by sentence, until English becomes not a struggle, but a strength.